What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NFL prediction video on Takk McKinley. I believe the 26-year-old pass rusher will sign with the Tennessee Titans in this year's NFL offseason. Now, let's talk about why. So, Takk McKinley, I'm a Falcons fan, so I think very highly of Takk McKinley still. I'm not one of those fans that if you leave and you play bad or injuries happen and you leave not in the best way, which he didn't. He didn't leave Atlanta in the best way. I hate you, nothing like that. I don't take things that serious. I still like Takk. I was a young guy. I was like, man, we got a good one. We got a good pass rusher finally. Didn't quite work out, but it is what it is. But Takk McKinley still has some juice left in the tank. If I'm hoping for him, you know what I mean. Well, I said it all wrong. I'm hoping for him. I hope he has juice in the tank. It's been a long day, so excuse that. But Takk McKinley, man, he's the best pass rusher to me that's available on the free agency list under 30 years old. You have a lot of older guys who sign 1 year deals. He'll sign a 1 year deal as well, same as he did last year. But he's been struggling with injuries the last couple of years. That's why he's on this list still. That's why he's in the game, in a free agency game so late. 26 years old, a lot of play left, a lot of juice left, hopefully, but his body is broken down, and he's also had a little instance of mental health issues. I don't know how prevalent that is currently, but he got arrested a couple of years ago, and that was brought up, so I'm not sure. But at least physically, his body has been going through the ringer. He's been cut and waived and released by a couple teams, all because of injury. He's been on injury reserve a couple times, so But I think Takk has some left, and I think the Titans will get the best out of him. The Titans, for real, for me, the key for any pass rusher, really, but especially for Takk right now, just to get back going and get back flowing, he needs a dominant D tackle. That's why the Titans are on this list. And I have a couple more options outside of Tennessee Titans. And if you look at the list, which I'm about to tell you, every team has a dominant D tackle. You know what I mean? So that's a key for any pass rusher. But he won't be a starter, obviously. In case of injury, might be a spot starter or something. But I believe a guy like him needs, especially needs some good interior pass rush just to get going, just to get flowing again. Last year with the Browns, they signed him to a 1 year, I believe, $4 million deal, $5 million deal. He was expected to really, show something and do something crazy, or show some good rotational pass rush. Only finished with 2.5 sacks. Didn't quite do that. Injuries. Only played 11 games last year, but his impact was a little bit more than 2.5 sacks showed. Here's Stats Free Sports. I don't care about numbers, as the name shows, but I watched the tape, I watched the film, and as I said, the impact wasn't too much better than 2.5 sacks, but he definitely played better than what the sack number showed. So that being the case, the Titans are the best fit for me. Simmons had a phenomenal year last year in certain spurts. He looked like he was the best defensive tackle, the best interior tackle in the game right now over Aaron Donald. My man Grady Jarrett had the best year last year. A couple other guys had good years too, but Simmons was amazing. Donald ended up winning out the race. At first it was definitely like Simmons was going to finish the best one. Rams made the Super Bowl. Donald had a phenomenal Super Bowl. He closed the Super Bowl out. He won. He won that ring in phenomenal fashion. Like I said, he closed the game out. So Donald wins the title for the best interior lineman, interior pass rushing lineman in the NFL last year. But Simmons was a close second. He definitely had that title a little bit this past season. So I think bringing Takk McKinley in, cheap deal again, 1 year, somewhere around the same money, 4 million. Bring him into the rotation for the Titans would be great. You have Bud Dupree still. You have a couple guys there who can definitely make some plays. So I like him in that Mike Vrabel defensive system. He'll bring some thump to him. So if Takk can stay healthy, the Titans would be a good option as well. Next on my list is the reigning defending champions, the Rams. You know, I had them getting Jadeveon Clowney in a prediction video. It didn't quite happen. He went back to the Browns, but I think they need more pass rushing. They lost Von Miller, obviously. They signed Bobby Wagner, which is cool. But I did a video I think right after the Bobby Wagner video, and I was like, who would, if you're a Rams fan, who would you want to have more, the Wagner or Miller? I chose Miller. I chose the pass rushing, obviously, but a lot of people wanted Wagner. They like Wagner, so cool. They got him, but I think adding a pass rush would still be a great move. They need more pass rushing, in my personal opinion. So Takk McKinley, same way, dominant D tackle, Aaron Donald. And insert him. So the list goes on, man. So as I say, every team on this list, you have a dominant defensive tackle. So that's the key, man. D tackles make pass rushing lives easier for a lot of these guys. So another team on this list, the Packers. They have two great D tackles. They have two good ones. That they well, not say great. They have one, and they drafted one. We'll see what he does, but he should be good. But the Packers have a good two as well. Kenny Clark. I go with him as the first option. Been around for a while now. Dominant. Good last couple years. Very underrated. So those are my three teams. I think he fits. Well, go back to the Packers as well. They lost Preston Smith. I mean, they lost not Preston. They lost the other Smith brother to the Vikings, to division rivals. So, they could help, and they have Rashawn Gary as well. But he can be, like I say, he's not going to be starting. Takk McKinley isn't. He's going to be a rotational guy, and that's why those three teams who are playoff contending teams, title contending teams, need an exorbitant amount of pass rush. Need some run stopping abilities, and Takk McKinley could possibly bring that if, and the big on the if, capital if, a italicized if, undercased if, he can stay healthy. And that's not been shown to be true the last couple of years. I'm hopeful for him. I still root for Takk. And like I said, he's the best to me. Looking at the pass rushing list, he's the best pass rusher, or at least has the most potential left that's under 30 years old. And you see these older guys being signed lately. Justin Houston, I believe, going back to the Ravens. A couple other guys being signed too. You have Anthony Barr, who's on the list still, who could go to one of these teams. So, training camp's coming soon. I believe teams will start to snatch up some of these vets. And Takk McKinley, I believe, will be on one of these teams. Titans, Rams, Packers. If I had my pick, it's the Titans. It's the best pick to me. And this is in order. Titans, yeah, Titans, Packers, and Rams. I'll do that. I don't think the Rams will repeat. I think the Packers have a better shot, to me, honestly. I don't think Odell Beckham come back. I don't believe that either. So I have a video on him going to the Chargers when it's all said and done. But that's another video for another day, which I already did. So, but this is for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.